Transitional justice is an approach to addressing a violent past legacy so that societies heal, repair fractures, and move towards reconciliation and justice for victims and survivors. Transitional justice includes both judicial as well as non-judicial measures. Countries in transition from a violent past have often used different transitional justice mechanisms, ranging from mechanisms that seek the truth, like truth-telling commissions, prosecutions, reparations to victims, institutional reform, and memorialization, to take steps towards national reconciliation. One of the key principles guiding transitional justice is the inclusion of victims, of survivors, and others affected by conflict and violence in all the decisions taken about how to deal with past human rights violations and their legacy. Initiatives such as the SPARK program are very important in this regard. SPARK utilizes a victim-centered participatory approach to strengthen the understanding and the practice of transitional justice in Yemen. SPARK also works to bringing transitional justice concepts into public and political spaces and to engage key actors in contributing to a shared understanding about justice and reconciliation, which is, for example, the case of SPARK's Political Parties Initiative. Political parties play a key role in transitional justice. Their approach reflects a vast array of factors and also concerns. For instance, political parties may decide to adopt measures that delay accountability prospects in order to protect members of the political elite from prosecution. One example was the adoption in 1991 in Lebanon of the General Amnesty Law, which removed the majority of crimes and violations committed during the country's civil war from the remit and reach of judicial mechanisms. In other situations, political parties have weaponized transitional justice to control the pace of national reforms or to control the pace of a political transition. For instance, in Tunisia, the Truth and Dignity Commission was often affected by internal disagreements, external influence, and political constraints that created many obstacles for the Commission to work harmoniously. But there are also success cases and examples of political parties that have supported transitional justice processes. The creation in Colombia in 2016 of a comprehensive system for truth, justice, reparation, and non-recurrence was included, as you know, in the peace agreement of 2016, was supported by a vast number of political parties, even though it did not prevent other parties from opposing it and also did not prevent some sectors of society from opposing this initiative. These experiences illustrate a really important lesson. Transitional justice is not limited to courts and to formal institutions. It is social and political. It is actualized when communities acknowledge harm, when dialogue replaces exclusion, and when actors across political divides choose cooperation over fragmentation. The formation in the framework of the SPARK program in Yemen of a community-based initiative called the Community and Reconciliation Consensus Committee demonstrates that political differences do not have to prevent collective action. In fact, when guided by a shared commitment to justice and to social repair, diversity can become a source of strength rather than division. Ultimately, political parties have a choice. They can remain confined to competition, or they can become part of a broader societal effort to deal with the past and shape a more inclusive future for Yemen. Thank you.